What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a very exciting and interesting Liverpool transfer news video, because Lorenzo Insigne recently came out in the Italian newspaper Corriere dello Sport and he said it could happen that I receive an offer that I can't refuse, end quote. Do you think Lorenzo Insigne is worth pursuing for Liverpool, because he is turning 28 years old in the summer and we probably need to pay about 70-80 million pounds, maybe even more to Napoli, because he is Napoli's best player. But many newspapers are actually reporting that Jurgen Klopp is a huge fan of Lorenzo Insigne, and I get it why. He is a brilliant goal-scoring winger. He could be the perfect player to come into Liverpool and take us to maybe even a higher level if that's possible. And I think frankly we need more firepower up front, because we can't rely on Mane, Firmino and Salah playing almost every single game every season and staying fit throughout the whole season. Sooner or later one of them will get injured, and if we can't call on a player like Insigne, the Liverpool quality will suffer. And we are up against, you know, a brilliant Manchester City side who have backup players like Gabriel Jesus, Mahrez and Leroy Sané. So I think we really need to sign Insigne. But my big question is to you guys: do you think Liverpool should go for him? And if yes, let me know how much we should pay for Insigne. And speaking to a radio show, Gazzetta dello Sport journalist Mimmo Malfitano, he said that Lorenzo Insigne is interesting Liverpool and also clubs like Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester United. Jurgen Klopp, according to his journalist, is one of the greatest admirers of the Italian winger, but Napoli don't really want to sell Insigne. But as Insigne himself even pointed out, and remember that Insigne is a Napoli born and bred, you know, that is his boyhood club, but even Insigne knows that if an offer comes in, which is a huge offer, both Napoli and Insigne need to look at it. And this is just hinting that Insigne might be open to try out other things. I think Insigne is also frustrated with the lack of trophies at Napoli, and if Liverpool were to win the Premier League or the Champions League this season, I really hope we at least get one of those trophies. That could be the motivation for Insigne to say, you know what, I want to win trophies as well at Liverpool, and he will join us. So I have an interview with Insigne here with you guys. But guys, I do a lot of research compiling all the relevant information for you guys regarding Liverpool FC and what is going on around the club each day. So I really hope that you enjoy it. Leave a like, it just takes a second and it really helps me out. So Insigne said this, and I quote: "I have proved what I am worth, and there are people around me who appreciate me. Right now in this phase I am not even thinking about leaving. However, I know full well that there are those around who appreciate me, but there are no clubs, no approaches, no concrete signs or shows of interest. But it is my duty to think, without being immodest, that over the years at Napoli I've shown what I can do. As long as I am at Napoli, I will always give 100%, 110% even. I want to stay here for a long time." But also Napoli have come very close and without actually winning a trophy. And with now Juventus being so strong, they are running away with the Serie A title. They are almost champions even, and with Cristiano Ronaldo staying at Juventus probably for the next 3 years, it's very hard to see whether Napoli could win a Serie A title. And in the Champions League, Napoli didn't even make it through the group stage because of Liverpool. Liverpool knocked Napoli out. And Insigne said this: "It irritates me to always arrive on the verge of success and then find myself empty-handed without a trophy to raise to the sky. This irritates my teammates too, as this Napoli side is so strong and deserves that moment of satisfaction." Napoli is a great team and they are on a course for another great season, finishing probably in second place comfortably in the Serie A. The unlucky thing for Napoli is that they are in this era where Juventus is just completely dominating Italian football. Juventus are on the verge of winning 8, yes, you heard it right, 8 Serie A titles in a row. So Napoli just doesn't have a chance. Juventus, when they moved there to their new stadium, financially they became so strong that they could build an incredible team. And Juventus are now building a team trying to win the Champions League as well. And Napoli don't stand a chance at the moment against Juventus. So maybe Insigne will be tempted with the big money offer. As he himself said, he doesn't know what the future holds, and if a big offer comes in, he will have to think about it. So let's make a great bid of like 70 million to Napoli, and let's start the ball rolling. Let's start the conversation. Some people might say for a 28-year-old winger, 70 million is too much money, but hear me out. Insigne still has a good 4-5 years in him. And if you divide that 70 or 80 million, whatever his final transfer fee ends up being, if you divide that across 5 seasons, and Insigne could help Liverpool win 1 or 2 Premier League and 1 or 2 Champions League titles in those 5 seasons, I think that's worth the money, because you earn that back multiple times throughout the Premier League and Champions League seasons, and Insigne could really elevate this Liverpool team to another level. And yes, you might say, where would Insigne play? But world-class players like Insigne always find a way into our team. And I think we could accommodate Insigne sometimes instead of Mane or Salah, but sometimes even with Mane and Salah in the team. Salah could play as a number 9, which he has done sometimes this season. Firmino behind him, and Insigne on the right, Mane on the left. That could certainly be a possibility. Insigne also loves to play on the left side, cutting in on his right foot. But I think there is a lot of possibility, and I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp would find a place for Mane, and he could implement him into the tactics. Napoli did win the Italian Cup in 2014, but and they are going for the Europa League. Arsenal are their next opponent this week. Those are going to be very interesting games, and you could see what Insigne could do against Arsenal. But we could see already as Liverpool fans that Insigne scored the winner for Napoli against Liverpool in the Champions League, so he can do it against the biggest teams. And you see, Insigne has a very good goal scoring record at Napoli. He scored 14 goals last season, 20 goals the season before that, and he is on course to get another 18 to 20 goals this season as well. He has 13 goals right now. He has 76 goals in total in 297 appearances for Napoli, but also when he was playing for lower league sides, he actually scored a whopping 46 goals in just 3 seasons for lower league sides when he was a youngster, going through the lower divisions of Italy. The big problem with Liverpool buying Insigne could be Napoli president, who is a very stubborn, very tough negotiator, and he said this in a recent interview. Insigne isn't on the market. I'm not aware of any interest in Lorenzo. He's an extraordinary and attractive player, very few of whom are like him. When someone's attractive like him, it's normal if there are 7, 8, 9, 10 teams interested. However, one thing is to want him, and another is to put money on the table. We want to see the color of someone's money first. There's no price for Insigne, otherwise we would have put a release clause in his contract. So he's saying basically that every player has a price, and until a club comes in and puts the money on the table, Insigne is not for sale. So I think there is a window of opportunity for Liverpool to go in and test the waters with a big bid. But of course, behind the scenes, you could also sense that maybe Insigne are looking to see what kind of clubs would be interested in him. So definitely Liverpool should make themselves heard and be interested in Insigne. That's just my opinion, but let me know what do you think in the comments below. Jurgen Klopp recently gave a long interview in Germany, and he was naturally asked about the Bayern Munich job, because that's FC Hollywood in Germany. Everybody is talking about Bayern Munich when they are talking about football. And also, there is an uncertainty about Bayern manager Niko Kovac's long-term future. And Jurgen Klopp said this, and listen to this, because these are very, very encouraging words for Liverpool fans. And I quote Jurgen Klopp here: "I have a contract at Liverpool until 2022, and no one here has the feeling that we should end it, neither from the side of the owner nor my side," he told the German newspaper Die Welt am Sonntag. And I do not know about managing Bayern. There's a long way to go. Basically, football is like this. The opportunity has to be right, the timing has to be right, but I'm totally happy at Liverpool. I do not feel like I'm finished here. Our team has a good age structure and we can work together for a while. Jurgen Klopp certainly will stay until 2022, and I really hope that we don't wait until the final year of his contract to try to extend it, because this Liverpool team is honestly just at the beginning of his cycle, and I think the next 5 years could be potentially one of the most exciting 5 years in Liverpool's Premier League history, because I just recently checked the stats and Liverpool only finished in the Premier League in second place 3 times. We haven't won the thing yet. And with Jurgen Klopp, we could certainly enter a period where we win maybe a couple of Premier League titles. I certainly think Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool are capable of that if we have a settled team and if we add to it each season. And seeing Jurgen Klopp happy at Liverpool and wanting to achieve this greatness, because if Liverpool and with Jurgen Klopp win just 1 Premier League title, that team and the manager Klopp will go down into Anfield history and into the history books of Liverpool, and also he will become an absolute legend. He already is in my eyes. I think Jurgen Klopp with Liverpool can go even further, and they can achieve even more than what they have already done. And according to Football Insider, Liverpool are lining up a new contract for Divock Origi, and they want Origi to stay at Liverpool beyond the end of his contract, which is ending at the end of this season. And Daniel Sturridge's contract is ending, but I think Sturridge will leave. He's on a much higher contract, much higher wages. And I think Origi earned it, because Origi has been impressing Jurgen Klopp in training. That's the good news. So Jurgen Klopp, that's why Origi has been playing a lot more in the second half of the season, because he has impressed Jurgen Klopp quite a lot. And he impressed me as well. I really hope that we keep Origi. He's a very good backup player to have. And in some of the cup games and the smaller games, when he could start some games, he could bang in some goals. He could get around 5 to 10 goals each season, and that always helps from your backup striker. And instead of playing Origi up top as a central striker, Jurgen Klopp put Origi on the left, and it looks like he really enjoys running at the defense, dribbling and going past the fullbacks. It looks like it suits Origi quite a lot, rather than a static role as a striker. So I think that's where we should deploy Origi, on the left, when we are playing with him. Trent Alexander-Arnold just confirmed on Twitter that he is injured at the moment, and he's doing recovery work in the gym, trying to get fit for the run-in. So he's a massive doubt for the Porto game. So I think what I would do is maybe put James Milner as the right back. We don't have Klein. He's on loan at Bournemouth, and by the way, Liverpool are looking to sell Klein in the summer and looking to get around £15 million, and Bournemouth definitely want to sign him, but West Ham are also interested, and Klein is from the London area, so maybe he wants to go back to his home city or live in London, so he will weigh up his options. So at the moment we either can put Trent Alexander-Arnold is injured, so we can put Milner or Fabinho at right back. And I think we need Fabinho in midfield, so I really hope that either Trent gets fit, or we shouldn't rush him back, to be honest, and let's play Milner at right back. It's not the best solution, but it's a solution, and the game is coming very fast. The game is tomorrow, so I don't think Trent Alexander-Arnold will be fit for that one. And Porto defender Pepe actually said that Porto have what it takes to beat Liverpool in the Champions League and to knock them out. He said this in an interview: "We know we have a difficult task against a strong team, who play in the style of their coach Liverpool, but we have to be ourselves. We have to be the same team we have been in this Champions League campaign, a cohesive team that fights for everything, looking for a positive result, looking to score goals, being ourselves. We have to respect Liverpool, who are a great team, but we are going to do our job. And Pepe originally played for Porto between 2004 and 2006, and he wanted to come back to repay some of that to his club, because he said returning to Porto was always my dream, to come back to the club where I was so happy. This is a team that taught me a lot and maybe that made me the player that I am today. And I'm really looking forward to the Champions League games, because it's a welcome break from the Premier League, because in the Champions League, yes, you are under pressure to win, but it's a different kind of pressure. If Liverpool don't win the Champions League, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but if Liverpool don't win the Premier League, it would feel a lot worse, for me at least, because of we are so close, and because like Liverpool could end up at 97 points, which could be the second most points in Premier League history after Manchester City's from 100 points last season. And if Man City get to 98 points this season and win the title, I mean, fair play to them, they deserve it. But it would be so unlucky, because the second most points that anybody ever got was 95 points, and that was Jose Mourinho's Chelsea in 2004-2005 season. So this is a historic, incredible season, a season that has never been seen in the Premier League, and this kind of season has never been seen in the history of English football, where both teams have so many points after just 32 or 33 games. It's an incredible achievement, and I'm so happy that Liverpool are doing so well. It's just unlucky that it has come at a time where we have a brilliant team against us, Manchester City. Mohamed Salah says that goal scoring is always on his mind, and he didn't doubt whether he would score again, even when he had this 8-game goal scoring drought. He said, as a striker you need to score, always I'm thinking about scoring. It was never in doubt that he was a great player in my side. That's what Jurgen Klopp said about Salah, and he continued, super goal from Mo Salah, super run, fantastic finish. It was goal number 50 for Liverpool, an incredible number in the Premier League. Yes, 50 goals for Mo Salah in the fastest time in Liverpool's history is an incredible achievement. He only got that in 69 games, and that was with that 8-game goal scoring drought. He probably 6 of those games came in the Premier League, or 5, I'm not sure, but he could have had even a faster scenario to get to 50 goals. And Fernando Torres was actually the second closest to Salah. He got 50 goals, 50 Premier League goals in 72 games. And this is all throughout Liverpool's history. No other player got to 50 league goals in as few games as Salah, which is a remarkable achievement considering how rich the history of Liverpool Football Club is. This is a great achievement, and anybody who is criticizing or doubting Salah, I mean, he is having a brilliant season, and it just shows what an outstanding, extraordinary season he had last season, that this season he's having a brilliant season, and he scored half the amount of goals that he had at this time last season. So that just shows that last season was just a superhuman level. Nobody can maintain that apart from Messi and Ronaldo, but they are just on another level. Messi and Ronaldo are the all-time greats of football, players who come along about once every 30 or 40 years. We are actually lucky to witness both Messi and Ronaldo in the same era. And Mohamed Salah are a level, he's a level below them, but still he's having a great season, and whatever anyone says, he's very consistent, and I'm very happy with the season that he's having. And it's just in time for Salah to get back to goal scoring. And I'm confident that we could beat Porto by more than 1 goal tomorrow in the Champions League, because Mane is fit and firing, Firmino and Salah are also back in form, so I'm really looking forward to Liverpool scoring a few goals, getting our confidence up. We can go in full of confidence against Chelsea in the Premier League, which is going to be probably the game that shapes and decides a lot of this title race, and how the last run-in will shape up for Liverpool. Really looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.